Hi y'all, it's Lacey with Carolina Crafts. Everything look good? I've got it turned the right way here.
Yeah, you see like your eyeballs and lower.
See if it'll pop up for me here. We're gonna do our Peanuts Snoopy kit. You can get this kit on my store site. We're waiting for my iPad to show that I'm live. Here we go. Hopefully it will show me the comments. Hang it up a little bit.
Those are always funny.
Is that better? Alright, so this kit, you get the Peanut Snoopy transfer. It's the size A 4x6. You get a black velvet chalk paste single. You get a card where you can scan the QR code for tutorials on how to do it. You get a squeegee, so it's a complete kit for you to be able to do the whole project. So you get a mini squeegee, and then you get this drop-in box frame. It is a white kind of antique looking wood box frame, and then you get 3 of these little inserts. They're kind of like a pressed cardboard, but the front is like the suede, kind of like our suede paper, and they're front and back. So you actually could get 6 projects off this one kit. So you can do them for different seasons, different holidays, whatever you have going on. So we are going to do our Snoopy that it comes with, but I'm going to try to do him in red and black. So his house is red with black stripes. So we're going to see how that turns out. So you drop it in. There's a slit on this side of the frame, and you just drop it in like that, and then it's front and back. But it's a nice heavy-duty wood frame. Am I missing any comments?
Just hey Lacey.
I have a helper today, but
Hey Lacey.
who does it say it's by?
Maud.
Hey Maud, I'm not seeing your comments yet on my iPad, so
Slow connection.
if I miss your comments, I'm not ignoring you. Let's see. So for the red, I'm going to use our candy apple, and I'm going to attempt, let's see, what brush do we want here? We're going to need something small.
Kim said hello.
Hi Kim, I see your comment. Why don't I see Maud's?
I don't know.
Weird.
Because our internet.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, I think if I pull up my comments, like I'm going to comment, it did show it. It like goes away. But I am facing the right way, Maud. Are you so excited? I know you don't like it backwards. So this is for you. All right. Now, I want to say on this chalk suede paper, you don't have to fuzz these, but let's see how it feels. Have you tried this kit yet, Maud? You're so excited. Is that what you're saying?
She said I need to comment more.
That's driving me crazy. Why won't it stay up? Just for you, Maud. Now, I did see a cute, somebody did this one, and they actually put Woodstock on top of Snoopy's belly, and I thought that was super cute. Where is, I think, our Woodstock for that would be on our size B transfer. Let's see if I can find him. I forgot about that. I was going to add him. And
she said no butt fuzz.
there it is. Huh?
No butt fuzz.
Okay. So I'm trying to think of who I've watched that did this. I don't know if it was Headquarters or if it was somebody else. For some reason, I want to say they said you don't have to fuzz on that. And I'm like, man, I feel like that would tear it. So maybe I misunderstood them. So, what have you ladies been up to today? So I'm going to try, this one actually has 2 wood stocks, one flying and one not. So I think I'll try the one that's not flying and see how it looks on top of him. But I know it's been a long time. I think it was it a week ago Thursday, I think, was the last time I went live or something. It's been a long time. I've been doing reels and trying to keep y'all updated. But we had a crazy week last week with school, and then we had Easter, and we went out of town, and so. And I was waiting on my order to get in, so I got my patriotic stuff. Ooh, can you hand me that stuff out of that box right beside you, or are you busy?
We won't.
Just start handing me some of that stuff. I'll show you guys. Let's see, that's one of the inks. Yeah, these chalk markers I was waiting on, I'm excited about. So they come in bright colors. So you got purple, green, white, yellow, pink, like a powder blue, red, and orange. These are on my store site. So check those out. Send me some good ideas, what you guys think. Let's see, they say you don't need to wax. Okay, we will try it. Let's see, Miss Kim is doing cleaning and laundry. Yep, been doing that too. I think we are finally caught up. This is the one I am super excited about. The USA Land of the Free, Home of the Brave with Snoopy. He reminds me of like Amelia Earhart. But I'm excited to do him on a tote bag and a shirt. So I'm going to try to do that here in the near future. Let's see, we want to get him sort of centered to make sure we can see him in our Dropbox frame. I did get the cow print one. I honestly don't remember ordering this one, but apparently I did. So that will be something we'll do. See if anybody's interested in some rodeo stuff. I finally got the like antique sewing machine. So I gotta figure out what I want to do with that. It was super cute. Oh, and I got the Snoopy ice cream cone one. So you could do this Snoopy on this side, and then you could do this one on this side. So that might be another project we'll do. And I grabbed another tea towel. So that will be something fun. That is ink. I bought a couple inks. So if you guys have ideas, put them out there.
Bubble wrap.
No, we don't care about the bubble wrap.
Yeah. They might want some bubble wrap. Look. Free bubble wrap.
I wonder, we could actually try to color this in with a red chalk marker. What do you think? That might be an adventure. I mean, we've got 6 of these suckers, so we can try it out. Yes, Mod. I've been wanting to get that one for a while, and I think it went, was it part of the 70% off sale? I think it went on sale, so I finally snatched it. Alright, so we need to do all black first, so super simple. Actually, I'm going to save this and grab my jar. There's no sense in wasting a paste packet. So we will save that for bundles and things that we need for projects. We will use our jar. Alright, here we go. You just take your squeegee, grab your chalk paste, glide it on, take your squeegee back over it, get all the excess off. That looks simple. It's because it is. For those of you that wish you could paint, this is how you can do it. So you just want to make sure you get all that excess off. And we're going to peel it up. Alright, there's Mr. Snoopy. Super cute, right? We want to dry him completely before trying to add any other colors. So if you have a heat tool or a heat gun or a hair dryer, any of those things will work. I'm just going to spray this down. Keep it nice and wet so it can be cleaned later. Alright. Give it a nice dry here. I think we centered that pretty well. And then we'll use yellow for Woodstock. Let's see, can you get in that top drawer and find the yellow paste? It's called Woodstock. It's on the back. That one's Bumblebee, I think. There should be one that's a little bit different shade of yellow. There we go. So our Peanuts brand chalk paste, this is our Woodstock. So that's what we will use on the Woodstock. So this is Bumblebee, but this is the ink. But that way you can kind of tell the difference in the colors. So this one's like a lemon yellow, and this is more, it's not quite mustard, but it's a little bit darker of a yellow. I hope they'll come out with a Woodstock ink. That will help when I do shirts and tote bags and stuff with peanut stuff on there to actually have the Woodstock color. Alright, so you just want to make sure it's dry. Let's see how he looks on here. I'm going to cover up most of it here just so we don't pull anything off. I'm going to set him right on top of his belly, I think. And we're going to take our detail tool. So I'm going to do him in all yellow or outlining in black.
I would say outlining in black.
It's such a little space to fill in yellow. He's just a whittle guy. Just a whittle guy. I ain't missing nothing, am I?
No.
I forgot to get on my messenger chat to let people know I was going live. And I usually text a couple other people that are normally on here, and I forgot. I remembered to post a reminder on Facebook, but all right. Spray him down. Definitely want to keep your transfers wet if you can't get to the sink right then to clean them, especially with black and our cadet blue, a lot of our reds and our brown colors. The pigment in those are pretty dark, so try to keep them either wet or go clean them as soon as you do them so they don't stain as bad. But as long as you get it out of the silk screen, you're good to use it for a project. But if you don't like them stained, that kind of helps cleaning straight after. And of course the board eraser. Alright, so there is Woodstock on top of him. So we're going to dry him, and then we're going to try to fill him in. The yellow chalk marker isn't the right yellow, so we're going to use paste for that, but we're going to attempt to maybe color in the doghouse with the red, because it's like spot on the right color. So these are water-based, easy clean, non-toxic, with 3mm reversible chisel and round tip. You shake it, push it, ride it, and then recap it is what it says on each of them. So let's do Woodstock first. See if we can paint him in there. Get a really tiny brush. Let's see, is Kim still on here?
Yeah. Mom,
let's see. Thanks, Maud. I don't like this brush. It's like too sporadic. Kim, are you still coming Saturday? We're doing a craft workshop.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
You don't have to worry about getting too much over the black. I usually dry it.
She said, yep, I'm hearing yes.
I'll dry this. Okay, just making sure. But I'll dry it and then put the transfer back over top so it re-outlines it. We'll see how that looks. Alright, while that's drying, let's try this chalk marker out for all those that are curious. Try not to get it all over me. Probably should.
It takes a couple times. Yeah, you gotta go fast. There you go.
Ooh, it might be a little more neon than I thought, but I do like the chisel end though. It helps keep your lines straight. It works good on this paper. It's probably a little more neon than what his house would be though. So take that into consideration when you get them. So it's not dark like the cap. It is more of a neon red. Almost like a, I don't know, reddish orange.
Like a salmon.
Yeah, kind of salmon-y color. Smell weird. Trying not to touch it with my hand or my wrist. Let's see. Maud, have you done any of the patriotic ones yet? I've watched Nancy do a couple. And I think it was Trudy I seen yesterday maybe. So it looks like you'll have to be careful whenever you're using it around the black. It looks like it's coming off a little bit. So got black on there, but oh, I guess I need to do the bottom part, huh? Yeah, it's making that black kind of bleed, even though I had the black dry. Not a fan of that. Yep. And then it's got my tip a little black. But it does have the round tip on the other side, so you could change it around. But I don't know if you guys can see where it kind of made the black bleed a little. Kind of mixed it in there. It dries pretty quick with the heat tool though. What do you think? Is that too bright?
Yeah, that's
Once it dries.
I would say it's too tight.
Too neon.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do I do with it? See if we can cover it. See if we can make it look better here. Makes me wonder what color that yellow would be if I would have tried it.
I was gonna say to test it out on.
Yeah, definitely test them out before using them on a project. See if it is going to be the right color after you dry it. Maybe.
Okay, you're barking.
You have to go let her in or text Aiden. Yeah, I think that's her. She's probably been out there sunbathing. Might have to call him. He won't hear his phone if he's on his game. Whoop.
Dad just asked me
About colored Snoopy's ear.
something.
Poor Snoopy. We don't want a red Snoopy.
Hey, can you go to the dog? Maybe. Oh, I just sneezed right in the middle of that. That'd be painful.
It's got like a kind of a weird texture after painting over that. Now let's see what it looks like whenever we dry it. I'm gonna slip my wrist right in there.
Okay.
What I was trying not to do. We'll have to see how it turns out. I may have to do a couple coats on it. Alright, we need to clean off our transfers because we're going to be Putting it back on there to outline it again. Let's see. Did I miss anything? I think it's more the right color red, but you can kind of see it's kind of splotchy in a couple places. Let's see. I was like, is that the wind? I forgot I closed my vent up there.
I was gonna open it earlier, but I forgot.
Well, I try to keep my vent closed because it's right above me and it'll dry stuff faster than I want it to dry. So I try to remember to close it when I craft. But then it does get a little toasty in here, but don't blow us away. Alright. I think that'll do. Sorry guys, a lot of drying on this one. Trial and error, that's how we learn. That's what that one looks like. And then we're going to outline it, put the black lines back on it, and back on woodstock. Some of Snoopy got a little bit. So you can take your detail tool and the little sharp end, kind of fixes your little mistakes around there. Alright, let me clean this guy real quick. We'll just do a light cleaning and then I'll do a big cleaning afterwards. Let's see. Does that say 511? We're doing?
Yeah.
Just make sure we're doing good on time. Alright. Make sure you dry them real good. Paper towel. What do you think? Ma, do you wax in between? It says there's two on. Here's the second one. Oh, got me. She left me. Kim's still on here though? You hanging with me, Kim? I know you said you're not a big Snoopy fan, but if you like the frame box though, you can get it. You don't necessarily, I guess, have to use the transfer. You can find somebody that does like it. It's my dog wanting in here. Are you being pitiful right now? Yeah. Trying to line this up. So pitiful.
Scales go on.
And she won't quit. You might as well let her in. She knows we're in here.
Oh, Mama, look. Oh, stupid Mason.
What?
Mason.
Mason, what?
Call me. Come on.
Tell him we're busy. Hi, Skittles. Did you find us? I think that's quite right. Yep. Ah, yep. Definitely have to wax. It stripped all that off. Maud, you said we don't have to wax. I think we've about butchered this side up, guys. I don't know if there's any coming back. We may need to start over. That's what crafting is, though. It's all trial and error. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't. So, if yours don't turn out, don't get discouraged or bummed. You just gotta fix it or try again. Did you find your toy? Oh boy. I think it's the chalk marker underneath. See if we can fix it again here. I hate to waste paste. I think you're going to be able to tell, though. What are you whining about? We may just have to flip this one over and redo it. See, if you work kind of fast, and get it to come off. Well, I thought that was going to be alright. We're just going to have to take him off too and start. But it does leave an outline. So we'll know where to put the transfer. We did a doozy. See, it leaves the outline. Oh boy. quick and easy project turned out to be a little more in depth. I did want to try the markers out. I wanted to see how they were, how they worked. But they are not for layering. What did he want?
He's being weird. It's like, where are you going? I was like, because the camera was like, okay. Like, okay.
Yeah. We splotched it up a little.
What did you do? What happened to Snoopy's house? What did you
Well,
do?
remember when Maud said you don't have to wax?
You just wax?
Yeah, it came all the, like, whenever I peeled it off, it took all the red back off. So I wiped it down with a baby wipe, and it come off except for it left an outline.
We got a little bit on
Like it stains it.
Snoopy's eyeball.
Yeah, I can't save that.
Oh, y'all just saw my arm. Ew.
There's no saving that. Alright, so we'll have to make sure that's completely dry before we do Woodstock.
I got one done.
You got one finger or one hand done? Okay, I was going to say all that and only one finger.
You got somebody else that joined. I don't know who it is.
If you hop on, say hi so we know who it is. I've got my phone facing away from me, so I can't see much. So, let's see. Kim, are you saying yes to something else or something new?
That was way back.
That was way back? Okay. All right.
A little late to the party.
Hmm?
A little late to the party.
Should I just leave it stained red?
I mean, it looks cool like that.
I'm afraid to touch it anymore. Yeah, flakes. If you guys do hop on and you don't see that red live button, that means you're catching the replay. But put hashtag replay so I know that you hopped on later and I can tell you hi later on. I might just keep it that way. We might just leave it stained red instead of messing with it anymore.
You could do like that outline of it red. Like get that deep red to kind of get more definition if you wanted to.
I mean, just a smidgen of black right there. It didn't come through. I'm not a huge fan of regular paintbrushes. Yep. They just don't like go on even. It's a process. It's a process. Alright. Let's get our Woodstock. We'll outline him and then we'll call it a day. Before it stresses me out. See, even whenever you think it's a simple, easy project, it turns out to be nothing what you were thinking it would do. little stressful. All right. Let's see. Make sure it's completely dry. And we're gonna wax this time. Make sure nothing comes off. I'm betting she meant don't wax the paper when you first put it on there. So this is our wax and the applicator for it. It is in our store. It is for whenever you put paste on top of paste so that it doesn't peel back up, and also protects your surface that you're on too. So let's put this back on top of Woodstock. I'm getting lined up here. He's so little. Just take out my cart. Getting a little aggressive down there. All right. Get your outline here and call it done.
Thumbs never work out.
All right. Cover that up so I don't put my hand in it. Dry you off.
That makes me so mad. Go die in a hole.
Yeah. Mr. Snoopy looks like he's crying, so it's not perfect. But you get the idea. Let's dry Woodstock and we'll put him in our frame. So we're calling this project Vintage. It looks vintage. Guest vacuum. Should it turn on? Hold on. Might be hollering for us in a minute. I do like this, how sturdy this frame is though. It's super heavy duty. Yeah. Aw, man.
And just make the lives more fun.
Somehow I keep getting black on them. Huh?
And make the lives more fun.
Sorry, got a dryer in my ear here.
So I make the lives more fun.
Oh. So there it is in our frame. Not exactly how I wanted to turn out, but it's cute, I think, regardless. The other side, I may do the ice cream cone, and we'll just leave it on that side. But, so we'll do that one next. I gotta think about what color I want to make the ice cream. We might try to do some different colors for the confetti. But he's got Snoopy like the same way, so you could put Woodstock on top of him there too. But thanks for hanging out with me, guys. If you catch the replay later, thanks for hopping on and watching the replay. Thanks for your support. I appreciate you guys. And we will catch y'all next time. Bye. Are you off?
No.
You have to hit off.